Hi, good morning. Today I'm going to introduce you about the bitter melon that we grow in our yard. We have been growing bitter melon at my home, which is in North Carolina in the south, which we has a lot of sun, plenty of sun. You do need plenty of sun to grow bitter melon. Bitter melon is very good not only for health purpose, also is very nutritious. It is very helpful to lower your blood sugar if you have diabetic, okay, and also can reduce high blood pressure. Bitter melon has many advantage towards human bodies, and also the plants can be used in many ways. All of it you can use it. So if you plant bitter melon, you can use every single things of it, okay. You can use the leaf, the young leaf. You can cut out the young leaf and then fry with the eggs, okay. And also the stems during the fall, and the bitter melon is a annual plant. So in the fall, and then if it's too cold, the leaf will dry out, will die. So before hitting low temperature, then you need to cut out all the stems, the leaf or anything, all of it, okay. So you can keep it in the freezer. You can use it during the winter time. You can cut the stems and then clean it up and then make it into small packages, and then you can use it either boil water to drink the water, or you can dump it in the soup, okay. It will be very, very good for your body, okay, especially if you have a diabetic, okay. So during winter time, you can use the stem to cook the soup. As I have some video in there to teach you how to cook the soup with the stems, and also the leaf. How do you eat the young leaf? And so if you haven't watched it, you can go take a look. Bitter melon is very easy to grow as long as you have sun, and it is less disease because due to the bitterness, or also well, sometimes you have this very tiny, I call it tiny red ants. It looks like ant, but it's not a real ant. It's a red color. Sometimes they will attack a little bit of the bitter melon, but it is so tiny, so it's not really so much attack all those bitter melon, okay. So when to harvest the bitter melon? Usually you harvest when they are big, but you don't wait until very old, like when they start turning yellow. That means it's old already, okay. So you need to harvest like their sizes like a little bit big in green color. So you harvest that one, then you can cook the green one into vegetable, okay. But there are people who had a severe diabetic, and then they need to use the insulin, but they try out with the bitter melon. So they drink the fresh bitter melon juice in the early morning. Every day they just drink a big glass for a couple months, and then eventually, and then they don't need the insulin anymore. Of course, if you can drink the raw bitter melon juice, which is disgusting, very bitter, okay. If you haven't tried it, then you give it a try. And I did try it. I couldn't drink it, okay. It's very bitter. So, but then the ripe bitter melon, as you can see in this plant, sometimes you overlook, and then the bitter melon turn very ripe, then they just break out, and then you can see the seed is a red cover with a red color, some kind of cover in the red color in the seed. Inside there is a seed. So those are the seed that you can keep it for the next season to plant, okay. Those are really called a ripe bitter melon. The seed itself, when it turns yellow and or very ripe, if you harvest when they already turn ripe, and then you can use that bitter melon to cook soup. But you can't really stir fry anymore because it is very soft. So you can harvest that one to cook soup, and then the seed it covered with a tiny layer which is you can try it. It tastes just like sugar, so it is very funny because the bitter melon is very bitter, but the seed cover with that tiny layer is very sweet. So sometimes you can just eat that sweet part of it in raw, okay, or you can dump in the cooking as well, okay. So if you live in the south and with plenty of sun, and bitter melon is very easy to grow, so definitely you should give it a try. It is not cheap either. You can find it in the Chinese grocery store, like during the season. Probably you get it from 99 cents per pound. If they are not in the season, probably about double the prices, okay. So you can grow your bitter melon. You can eat it yourself, and then you can make good use of the leaf and the stems, both. And also, if you ever try it, you can use the bitter melon leaf, which is I tried. You squash that leaf if you get bitten by the mosquito, and you just use that leaf, the fresh leaf, and then squash it in the place that the mosquito bite you, and it will heal. And then it is funny that I give it a try, and the mosquito will not close to you either. But then you have to use a lot of leaf to squash all over your hand, so to avoid the mosquito come to bite you. But then if you have a lot of bitter melon leaf, why not, right? So I hope this is helpful to you. And then if you have a garden, a small place, but you need to have a full sun, okay, so it will grow a lot of bitter melon, okay. Without the sun, then it can't really grow anything. Also, it is not suitable to grow in the pot. You have to be growing in on the ground, okay. All right, I hope this is helpful, and I'll see you again. Bye bye now.